Welcome locks. Today we will be having a recap on the crosshairs. This video should not take long, as this will just be a reference video, and will not be an in-depth examination on the crosshairs in Battlefield 4. Today we will be looking at, specifically, how to use the crosshairs when you aim down the sight on the holographic scopes. While the Lock Army uses our standard issue Holo 1x holographic scope with the built-in compass pointed ring with dot as its display, we first need to understand how to use the multi-purpose cross for a crosshair. As you can see, the multi-purpose cross, or MPCH as we call it here in the Lock Army, can be shown to just be lines pointed to the 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. Now for how to effectively land your shots on target using the crosshair. Assuming that the target is not moving, and you are within range, all you need to do is put the center of the crosshair onto the target and fire. But what if your target is moving? When tracking a moving target, that's when you will need to use your lines on the 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock to help you lead your shot. For this example, target will be moving your right, his left. There are two modes when a target is moving that you will need to take notice when leading. Is the target walking, or is the target sprinting? If target is walking, it is recommended to use the middle part of the left line to account for bullet travel. If the target is sprinting, it is recommended to use the far left part of the left bar to track the target. If the target begins to change their course from left to right, simply adjust your targeting to account for their new direction. The rules still apply, just the other way. Yes, according to the center of the crosshair, you are indeed aiming ahead of the target, but instead of tracking the target with the center of the sight, you are using the lines to assist you with calculating the right amount of distance your crosshair should be pointed ahead of the target. If you follow these guidelines, you should see an increase in your accuracy and will begin to land much more shots on target, provided you have already mastered recoil control. Now, I am aware that the MPCH is not available to use in Battlefield 4, and in its place you will find instead the T-crosshair on some of the Russian guns you may find on the battlefield. And of course, none of the Lock Army's standard issue holographic sights have an MPCH option. So what do you do? Well, not to worry, the whole idea behind the crosshair and how to use it still applies. If you put a MPCH crosshair over any other crosshair, you will find that they all do pretty much the same thing. They just go about giving you the information differently. At the end of it all, they all show you the same thing. Does this mean that the T crosshair is the best crosshair? Well, my answer would be, no. Crosshairs can't give you more information than what you already have in front of you. The only thing that the crosshair gives you is a method on how to process and clear up misinformation. Cuts out the gut feeling and provides you with scientific data that you can use to help get shots on target. So what is the best crosshair? That's not what this video is meant to discuss. However, if you want my advice, if you are in the Lock Army, your standard issue holo sight is the best. Comes with a dot and a bullet drop calculator, points on each end of the ring, and the ring can also be used as an AA sight for the LMGs. It also too can be used as a shotgun sight as well. Case in point. Crosshairs are pretty neat, and if you want to improve your aiming, I really suggest you grab a crosshair and get used to it. Don't switch out to another one. Crosshairs will not win you battles, all that it will do is just give you as refined information. It's up to you to see what you are going to do with that information.